For more on the CIA's role in Afghanistan, we are joined tonight from Washington, D.C. by Jeff Stein, a former U.S. Army intelligence officer who is now author of the blog Spy Talk and has been on our program before. Welcome back.
Thanks, Martin.
What kind of activities would the CIA be engaged in a place like Khost Province?
Well, there are three kinds of activities. One is paramilitary, in which they're doing raids and reconnaissance missions into Pakistan and around the border region with Afghanistan. The second is pure intelligence collection, trying to penetrate the Taliban and Al-Qaeda and Pakistan military units as well to understand what's going on inside those organizations. And the third thing is spotting for predator drone strikes.
And some of these missions, it sounds like the military could have carried out. Why is it the CIA's bailiwick?
Well, the CIA was formed in 1947 to subvert the Soviet Union through secret means, but it's been involved in every hot war since then, Korea and so on, where it's a war, so you're in a military environment and you're collecting intelligence on enemy forces as well as their political intentions, and that brings in the CIA, and often they work hand in glove with special forces and military intelligence.
If I were in Afghanistan, would it be hard for either myself or the Taliban to make or spot an American intelligence officer in a place like Khost?
Well, an American intelligence officer is not likely to be wandering around in Pakistan or Waziristan in these very sensitive areas. They're on the lookout for spies. Most likely, a CIA officer is controlling a local, an Afghan or Pakistani who will work for him in these areas and come back out of the region and tell him what's going on there. I controlled Vietnamese, for example, who went into areas where I could not go. And my eyeballs there and my ears there, and they come back out and they tell me what's going on.
And I presume not only would their operations be stealthy, but their base would be stealthy. I mean, would it be obvious where the CIA is operating out of?
Yeah, that's the thing, and the locals pretty much know they probably know that was an intelligence operation there. Whether they knew it was CIA per se or military, they didn't know. But likely the CIA people are in mufti. They're not dressed in standard military uniforms usually. So an astute observer, if the Taliban intelligence, for example, or Al-Qaeda intelligence targeted that area, they had heard rumors about that unit, they would send spies in to find out what exactly was going on there. They might control an interpreter, for example, being used by the CIA, and would find out all about that unit. And there's some suggestions right now, actually, that the attacker was aided in getting into that unit.
Mm-hmm. We only have about 15 seconds, but how big a blow was this to the CIA?
It's always a big blow when you lose case officers who control agents and spies. It's not so easy to gin up that operation again. However, we don't know yet about exactly who was killed, whether there were ranking CIA officers on the ground there.
Jeff Stein, thank you very much for speaking with us.
Thank you.